NBC4 has also been looking into the background of the shooter involved in this case. Renee LaSalle has more on that. And Renee, it's my understanding he has a history of some threatening behavior.
Yeah, Ted, there is some unusual history that we were able to find in his criminal history. We also looked through court records to find out more about Barry Kirk. You can see the red tape is still sectioning off his front yard. Neighbors in this community are stunned. They say Kirk and the Anderson family, they were friends. They never would have expected anything like this. But a criminal complaint from 2009 shows that Kirk had threatened to shoot people before.
Yeah, no complaints. He was a good iron worker.
Benton Ambergy and the folks at Iron Workers Local 172 were still shaking their heads. Monday night, one of their own shot and killed his neighbor, his wife, and 7-year-old son. The 12-year-old daughter survived. Kirk as a good worker with no complaints. The longtime industrial iron worker had been with the local union since 2012 and had never failed a union drug test.
We've not had time to catch our breath.
On Terrace Avenue, neighbors are stunned.
You never know, you know what I'm saying? You never know who you live by. You never know who you live next door to.
Court records show a history of money trouble, unpaid bills, tax problems, and garnishments. Late last year, Kirk filed for bankruptcy. His criminal history shows a petty theft and a misdemeanor domestic violence conviction, although a 2009 criminal complaint says he called the governor's office and, quote, threatened to shoot people. Back at Local 172, Ambergy says the union doesn't pry into the personal lives of its members, but there weren't any warning signs.
You never foresee this happening. You can't understand how anyone could carry out something like this.
Now, Local 172 couldn't tell us if Kirk had a history of mental illness. He only served 1 day, by the way, for that phone harassment call back to the governor's office. Reporting live from the Hilltop, Renee LaSalle, NBC4.
All right, Renee, and stay with NBC4 for the latest updates on this case, including the lone survivor's recovery. We encourage you to go to NBC4i.com or our Facebook page to leave messages for the Anderson family.